appears we have some justice today. The three former police officers who assisted Derek Chauvin in the murder of George Floyd were recently convicted by a federal jury for violating George Floyd's civil rights. Now, on Thursday, a federal jury found Tao Thao, J. Alexander Quang, and Thomas Lane guilty of violating Floyd's civil rights. So now the verdict was reached just after 13 hours of deliberation, and I think this is a fantastic turn of events. Now, in addition to the guilty verdicts, the jury unanimously found their crimes had resulted in Floyd's death. So, of course, we know the situation where police were called to cup foods over an alleged counterfeit $20 bill. Now, think about it this way. I mean, this is amazing. This started over $20, a counterfeit 20, and ended with a dead man. They believed that that property was more important than someone else's life. Just think about how it kind of all boils down to that. Really, really terrible. But that's also why it's really good to see that these police officers, all of them involved, have actually been held accountable. So now, Chauvin was found guilty, of course, in a separate trial, and these officers in this trial had assisted him. Quang and Lang helped hold Floyd down by his back and legs, respectively, and Thao kept a crowd of onlookers away who were basically trying to say, look, the guy, he's not looking good. He's dying. You need to help him. You need to help him. You need to get off of him and let him breathe. And this cop's like, no, everything's fine. We're fine. He might not be fine, but we're fine. We know what we're doing. And Derek Chauvin, he knows what he's doing. So we're going to defer to him. Now, afterwards, it was only after 5 minutes after they found that he had no pulse. No pulse. That's when they were rendering aid. You're supposed to do that immediately. If you notice that this person has no pulse and they are not breathing, you're not supposed to sit and take a smoke break. You're not supposed to wait around, be like, I don't know, should we help the guy? Yeah, maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, give it a couple more minutes. No, he needs help now. And that's what's going on here. They didn't help him. And that's why they got in trouble. Thao and Quang were charged with failing to intervene to halt Chauvin's unreasonable use of force as well, which was the knee in the back of the neck. Now, of course, Chauvin was a veteran of the force. He denied that request. He said, no, I've got it. Everything's fine. Well, again, it was not fine. And so, not intervening, not putting a stop to that, and not rendering aid, they all contributed to George Floyd's death, and that's why they have been found guilty. And once again, it's a good day for justice. Not only did Chauvin get convicted for killing George Floyd, these officers got in trouble for not helping Floyd. I don't think I've ever seen this before. I don't think I've ever seen police get held accountable for not allowing, or for allowing George Floyd to die and not intervening. They're supposed to. They should. They have a duty to render aid. But how often have we seen that they do not? I think it's great now that we're actually starting to hold police accountable for this. It's a very, very welcome verdict. Hopefully this will serve as a benchmark for these kind of cases going forward. A really important precedent and really, really important national case. And so it's a good day for justice.